Dear students, Namaskar. Myself S.K. Rajput, and today's topic is chemical properties of some metals. And today we will discuss the chemical properties of metal iron and properties of all other compounds of metal iron. Listen, iron is a black color metal which is conductor and very hard, belongs to D block. It is also called transition metal. If this iron is heated in presence of air, it forms Fe2O3. Fe2O3 is called ferric oxide. In this case, valency of iron is +3. This ferric oxide reacts with water and gives Fe2O3 dot XH2O. X means so many water molecules. This is actually called ferric oxide polyhydrate. The ferric oxide, poly means so many molecules. Polyhydrate. This is also called rust, and the whole process is called rusting. Rusting also called corrosion. Means this oxide compound is formed on the surface of black colored compound. Its color is brown. If along the iron metal we layer of zinc metal, this process is called galvanization. The zinc metal is highly reactive than iron and it prevents the corrosion, means rusting of iron. The process is called galvanization. If this is ferric oxide, if we react aluminium with ferric oxide, it means we are heating this ferric oxide with aluminium. Aluminium is highly reactive than iron. It replaces iron and form Al2O3 along with iron, also heat. In this process, during the heat, iron is formed in liquid state, molten state. This reaction is called thermite bending process. Thermite bending process means if we want to join the broken rod of iron, then this reaction takes place. In a container, we fill aluminium and ferric oxide, and by heating, aluminium react. It means in this reaction, aluminium reacting as well, it is replacing iron. So this is also called displacement reaction. Displacement reaction means that aluminium is replacing iron from this compound to this compound. This is using in bending of iron. This is also called thermite bending process. Here aluminium oxide is formed. We also discuss the property of aluminium oxide. Listen, Al2O3. Aluminium oxide is called aluminum. The melting point of alumina is 2070 degrees Celsius. It means on this temperature or above this temperature, aluminum oxide melt. So providing this temperature is approximately impossible. If we heat aluminium oxide with calcium fluoride, then this help to melt this aluminium oxide below this temperature, approximately 780 degrees Celsius. If we mix this compound in this, aluminium oxide melt, and if we treat this molten alumina with carbon, then aluminium is formed along with CO gas. So this process is called reduction of aluminium. In this, aluminium reduced by carbon and aluminium metal is formed. Aluminium oxide Al2O3 called alumina. Its behavior is that aluminium oxide can react with acid, also react with base. So the aluminium oxide is amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric oxide means oxide of a metal which can react with both acid as well as with base. Aluminium oxide reacts with acid, form AlCl3 along with water molecule. In the case of NaOH, it gives NaAlO2. This compound is called sodium aluminate along with water molecule. So these are three properties of aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide is amphoteric nature. It can react with acid and base, gives water along with their respective salt. And aluminium oxide melting point is very high. If we are mixing calcium fluoride, instead of calcium fluoride, we can mix another compound. Another compound is Na3AlF6. This compound is called cryolide. This compound also reduces melting point of alumina from this to this value. If it is not convert into liquid state, how can we remove aluminum and how can carbon react with solid aluminum? It does not react. If it become convert into liquid state or molten state, carbon easily react. This is called metallurgy. Metallurgy means removal of metal from its oxide. So this reaction used in a metallurgy of aluminum. So for the next, we are discussing here properties, chemical properties of iron. So iron react with oxygen, form Fe2O3, iron oxide, react with water for the form rust. Next, if this iron react with water, then a mixture of its two oxides are formed. First FeO and removal of H2 gas. Remember, in these two cases the valency of oxygen is 2. Here write 2. But in first case valency of iron is 2. So we write in crisscross pattern here 2 cancel. This is called ferrous oxide. Ferrous means the valency of iron is +2. But in this case the valency of iron is 3+. So we write here 3. This is called ferric oxide. This is called ferrous oxide. In short, we can write mixture of these two. So we can write Fe3. Fe3 means 2 + 1 3 and total iron are 4. Along with removal of hydrogen gas. When iron react with warm water, then this mixture of these two oxides along with hydrogen gas is formed. Next, if iron react with HCl, then do you know what will happen? Iron is reacting with HCl. Listen, this is iron reacting with dilute or concentrate, any HCl, any type of HCl we can use. Then FeCl2 is formed along with removal of hydrogen gas. This hydrogen gas burn with pop sound. Its characteristic property. FeCl2 in this compound, you know, the valency of iron is used +2. This is called ferrous chloride. Do you know? Out of FeCl2 and FeCl3, FeCl3 is ferric chloride. This is ferrous chloride. Ferric chloride is more stable than ferrous chloride. Ferric chloride is more stable. But when HCl reacts with iron, it forms FeCl2, ferrous. That is unstable. It is formed, not ferric chloride. Give the reason. The reason that H2 gas liberate, this is gas, and liberate very speedily. This hydrogen gas prevent the further oxidation of iron from 2 + to 3 +. Oxidation of iron from 2 plus to 3 plus means converting of ferrous to ferric is prevented by H2 gas. This H2 gas level very high speed. So when iron reacts with HCl, FeCl2 is formed, not FeCl3. Question for you: if FeCl2 will react with sodium sulfate, then what will happen? Can you write the reaction? What is the reaction? The reaction is FeCl2 is reacting with sodium sulfate. Do you know sodium is highly reactive than iron? So more reactive metal can replace less reactive metal from its side. After the reaction, this sodium will replace to iron, and after the reaction FeSO4 form along with 2 NaCl. This FeSO4 is called ferrous sulfate. ferrous, because in FeSO4 the valency of iron is 2 plus 2 plus called ferrous. This is called sulfate, ferrous sulfate. If we kept ferrous sulfate in moisture, then ferrous sulfate absorb 7 water molecule inside it and form FeSO4 dot 7H2O. This process is called crystallization. Crystallization means water molecule enter inside the crystal, and this compound is all green color, and this is also called green vitriol. There are 3 compounds called vitriol, green vitriol, this is green vitriol, copper sulfate 5H2, this is called blue vitriol, and zinc sulfate 7H2, this is called white vitriol. The color of zinc sulfate is white, this is blue, and first compound ferrous sulfate is green. So these are called green, blue and white vitriol respective. Vitriol means sulfate ion. The SO4 means sulfate ion obtained from sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid called vitric acid. So next, FeSO4. If we heat this FeSO4, then do you know what will happen? FeSO4 is green color compound. On heating it decomposes and it gives Fe2O3 ferric oxide along with 2 gases of same element. First is SO2, second is SO3. This is called sulfur dioxide gas, this is sulfur trioxide gas. Both are gases, and these 2 are pungent smelling gases, and also their smell is just like burning of sulfur. So general engineering question, what they ask that there is a compound A of which color is green. On heating it gives a brown color compound of oxide of its metal along with 2 gases which have pungent smell. Identify the compound. Compound is ferrous sulfate, FeSO4. If the aqueous solution of ferrous sulfate means AQ, aqueous solution ferrous sulfate, react with copper, do you know what will happen? Question: FeSO4 reacting with copper, then what will happen? Do you know? No reaction will take place because copper is less reactive than iron. If on opposite, if copper sulfate react with iron, iron is more reactive than copper. So copper replaced iron replaced copper and form FeSO4 along with Cu. Copper sulfate is blue color compound, this is black color metal. After reacting, FeSO4 is green color compound, metal copper is brown color. So if we dip some nails of iron in copper sulfate solution, after reaction the color of solution become green due to formation of FeSO4, and the copper metal deposit on the surface of iron metal, so its color from black to convert into brown, and this reaction is called displacement reaction. Displacement reaction means copper is replacing by iron. Thank you. We will meet soon with next video. Thank you.